Howdy all, Mojang Lac Lives. I think it's time we play a little Minecraft. Alright, so I have been working today a little bit on, oops, spiders, on finishing off the walls in the whatchamacallit room. I don't know what to call it. Where? Oh, there. I see you. I don't know what you were shooting at, but... Look at it. He shot an arrow. Right here. Just target practice, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I got the walls pretty much done, I guess. Not that you can see me bobbing my head here, but... Need another little flower pot. I can't do that here. And I need a flower. Put one of these on the one side of the room. I'm gonna go with one of these, I think, for the other side of the room there. Mix it up a little bit. I don't have the floor or the ceiling done yet, but I do have the walls up. So we'll get that. Get this flower pot in there and see where we go from here. I think it turned out pretty good. Green is not particularly my favorite color, but, you know, it's alright. Flower pot and flower. I really like those. I really like the way those turned out. So, this is what I came up with for the walls. Got nice little designs in the corners there. Now, because this is an internal room, there are no windows. At least, well, there's no windows on this one. There might be windows on this one. Well, there will most likely be windows on this room, but this room here is an internal room, so there is no windows at all. Now, the back rooms here will probably have windows on the back side, most likely. But yeah, these front windows here are front windows. This is not a window. This is a room. And so, yeah, didn't have to worry about windows. The rooms on the outside walls, though, will have windows in here instead of the little flower boxes, probably. And I hope that they'll have different designs, too. I don't plan on repeating the little design I did here. But now we gotta put a floor into this place. Been a pretty quiet day, I guess. Actually recording early for once. Been trying to get... I decided to start uploading my videos in 1080p and get out of here. Still 30 FPS, but 1080p, and which increases the size of the files slightly. It's not an actual like doubling, but they are larger. And of course, the day I decide to do that, it's I'm already recording late, and so it's oh, my videos didn't get done uploading till like the one video was quite large actually, so I'm gonna have to see. I keep reading or hearing people talk about this program called Handbrake, but I'm not sure it does what they say it does the way they think it does. And so I like a lot of the stuff that it seems to do is stuff that I already have done when I set up to render in the first place. And I keep reading all this stuff about, oh yeah, I take my video and it's this size and I run it through this program Handbrake and it comes out the other side and it's all good and it's tiny. And I'm like, all right, well that sounds helpful. So let's hunt down this Handbrake program. Unless I'm using the wrong program, I'm pretty sure it's Handbrake they were talking about. And so I downloaded it last night. Now it's like way late, and I already know that my videos aren't going to get out in time, and you know, because I've taken too long to decide to do this. Well, I guess what had happened was we were all right. I want to see if I could do something with the sand. We were okay. I don't want just sand, so I need you to turn into sandstone. I'm probably gonna have to go get some red sand, but let's see. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get some red sand. I'm just gonna go with. Well, you know what? Let's break these down into slabs. Whoops. Let's also get that yellow clay back in there. So I was just fiddling around. I wasn't fiddling around. I was playing. I say playing, but I was working on one of the worlds for my videos, and so I spent the whole afternoon basically just working on that one world because I knew it was this and a game that doesn't require me to really do any prep before I start playing, and then the modded Minecraft, which I have to do a lot of work to get ready for. You know what? I need to dump this stuff out before I head off here. What I need is to mod this so that I can have inventory tweaks. Is what I need. I need to set up a system to you know what, that's something I'm going to work on. One of these days here, instead of building, I'm going to set up an inventory system out here so that I can throw stuff into one chest and it automatically sorts into the other chests. That's what I'm going to do. I think I should be able to do it without too much in the way of redstoning. I've done it before, got over rope. But I think I should be able to set up a small scale system of that so I can throw crap in and not worry about it anymore. Because I'm tired of hunting stuff down. Anyways, so I was working on that world and I overheard dinner plans for us for last night. And so I heard words like, you're getting out of work at 3, and then you're going to go pick up dinner, and then you're going to come home, and we'll have dinner when you get home. So I'm like, alright, so that's out of work at 3, 50 minutes to an hour drive. That puts us at 4. Pick up the pizza, because we're going to have pizza. So that puts us at about 4:30 getting out of there. Supposed to pick up kids. So that's 5, right? And drive home, so that's about 5:30. 5:30, that's when we'll be having dinner, I estimated. And so I didn't pay attention to the time, and I just kept playing in my modded world, and yeah. So that's not what happened. Instead, what happened was, got to work at 3. Don't know what she did, but didn't get home with dinner until 7:30, which is way later than I normally try to have my... Depends on the day, of course. If I got work, a lot of times if I have work, then I know I'm going to be home late, I try to record the day before, and yeah, so I hadn't recorded anything and it was already 7:30 at night and I hadn't eaten dinner yet. I can never remember which button to get out of this. It's not where I want to go anyways. I want to go down here. And so, and then on top of that, I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna start uploading my videos in a higher resolution, just randomly. What the heck? And so what that meant was it takes longer to upload. But I also started recording late, which means, and not just longer to upload, longer to render because the file size or the file's bigger too. So longer to render, longer to upload, late start, and yeah. Oh, you know what? There's already sandstone under this. Or are you hardened clay? That's hardened clay. Never mind. I think that's hardened clay. Yeah, that's hardened clay. I really wish they'd get some recipes in here for the clay, for stairs or slabs or something. Dang it, Zumbibles. I am trying. So my videos didn't even get started until way, like... By the time I was done with my third video, because on Saturdays I upload 3 videos, it was 5:30 this morning before I even queued the last video, let alone had them uploaded. And so yeah, the other one still had a couple hours because my internet is terribly slow. Still had a couple hours to upload, and then of course, you know, people get up, they start using the internet, the upload speeds drop, and they're already slower and slow to begin with. That's just normal sand. It looks funny in the moonlight here. I think this should be enough to finish our little project for today. And so, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's go with 4:30. We'll split the difference. And I have decided that these file sizes are larger than what I normally upload, and so it's going to take longer to upload, hence recording a day early. And so I should probably look into using this handbrake program I hear people talk about that's used to shrink the size of your videos, right? So I watch some videos on how to use it, and I read some things on how to use it, and I install it, and I put my videos in, and I change my settings, and I tell it to run, and it's gonna take forever because I'm still rendering. So I stop it, I let my render finish, get my third video to start uploading, tell it to render, or send it through Handbrake, and you know what, by the time Handbrake was done, the file size was bigger. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to really find someplace, or maybe go to the Handbrake forums or something, check that out, see if I can figure out how that program's supposed to work, because I don't need the file sizes bigger, and not just a little bigger. Like, it increased the size of my file by 1/3. And so, yeah, I'm not sure what it did. It must have, like, increased the FPS So, I mean, that's all I can figure. And so that increased the size of the file because there were more frames per second it had to upload. But yeah, so that didn't work. But the files aren't that much bigger, really. They're only about a third bigger than what I normally upload, maybe. But then you add another third on top of that, and that's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. It'd be better if I had decent upload speeds. I live out in the middle of nowhere, so my upload speed is terrible. Because there are no options. I literally have no options. Well, that's not true. There are some options, but they're really expensive. Like hundreds of dollars a month for internet. And I'm not paying hundreds of dollars a month for internet. Not when what I got works. But, yeah, so that was a failed experiment. That's alright. I'll figure it out. I'll just film earlier in the week like I intended to do anyways that I'd never managed to get my lazy self to do. Come on. I am terrible at scheduling. I don't know what so much lazy is. I like things to be scheduled, but I'm terrible at scheduling. Does that make any sense? I hate when people call you just randomly out of the blue and want you to do stuff. I hate it. I hate it most of all. And an email the day of is not ahead of time. 2 days, maybe 3 days ahead of time is ahead of time. If you email me the day before, hey, so it's 9 o'clock at night, and I was wondering if you want to go someplace at 10 in the morning. No, that's like right before. No, that's bad. That means I've had no time to get anything ready. You know, this is the way I feel. I feel that it's rude and inconsiderate to randomly call people or email people or text people or tweet people or whatever out of the blue and want them to do something the day before, because it means that you cared so little about what they do, and that your plans were way more important than whatever it is they were doing, and you want them to drop whatever it was that they had already planned for the next day, even if they had nothing planned, to go do your thing. So show some consideration, and don't just plan things out of the blue. It drives me crazy. Like today, my plan for today, record my videos for the next couple days so I can get ahead of the game for this increased file size. So here we are, I'm recording ahead of the game, and I have stopped my rendering because I was going to record later after my rendering was done. But no, I got an out of the blue phone call. Hey, what are you doing tonight? I don't know, what do you want? Well, you know, I'm not doing anything, so I was wondering if you'd like to play some games with me online. And I'm a nice guy, so I agree to do it. And, I really like the way this looks. I really like this floor. This floor is awesome. That turned out really nice. Alright, now let's see if we can't get started on this, on this crafting system. Alright, first off, let me go cut down some trees, because we're going to need a lot of wood, and then we're going to have to head over to the iron farm, because we're going to need a lot of iron. And these trees are in the way anyways, so we can get them cleared out of the way. But I should be able to get ahead this week. My sister and her family are going to be out of the house the whole week. They're headed out of state to visit some relatives, some in-laws. And that'll be nice. Nice and quiet for me anyways. Maybe I can stop staying up till 6 o'clock in the morning and then getting up at noon. It's not been good for my head. I get headaches if I don't get enough sleep. Pretty much had a constant headache the last 2 days. But it's really stupid reasons I'm staying up so late too. Like, well, like last night, if I'd have just paid attention to the time, I wouldn't have been up till 5:30 in the morning working on videos to upload for Saturday. Which should have been started on Friday, not uploaded Saturday morning. And then the night before, I had stayed up until 6 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. Must have been 6:30, working on trade skilling levels on my guy on EverQuest 2. Because I don't know, old hat, I guess. I watched a bunch of American Horror Story yesterday, and it's just old hat, I guess. And I haven't played EverQuest 2 really in years, and so my Aka, my brother-in-law, is getting his kid to play, who's you know, wants to do whatever his dad does, and so his dad's been heavily into EverQuest 2 the last couple of months here. And so they're playing in the afternoons, and I figured, well, since I'm off work at the moment, I might as well join them. And I had a guy about the same level, and but none of us had a jeweler, which is the class you need to make the upgraded combat arts for the class I'm playing. And I barely remember how to play the game. I look at stuff and I don't even know what it means anymore. It's crazy. My one account is over 11 years old at this point, because I started playing EverQuest 2 day one. Like, I didn't get into beta for the original EverQuest 2. Well, I played beta, I guess. I played the open beta for it, but I didn't get into like the closed beta or anything. But I played EverQuest 1 a lot, and I only stopped because my internet, not the internet I have now, but my old dial-up internet couldn't handle raiding at the level I was at, and so I had to quit. Well, I didn't have to quit, but I didn't want to play if I couldn't raid. And alright. And so, and then my friend's like, oh yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to get into EverQuest 2. I'm like, alright, I'm in. So I was in. So they're fun games. EverQuest 2 is still to this day, the best MMO I ever played, and I have played a lot. I would say that of the MMOs I've played, Star Wars Online, STO, or is that Star Trek Online? STO, Star Trek Online. Star Wars Galaxies, Star Wars. There's been 2 Star Wars MMOs, whatever the second one was. I used to raid quite a bit in that with my guild that doesn't exist really anymore. And I think that one has the best single-player storylines I've ever had in an MMO. They did really good work on the storylines to level your character, but rating-wise, EverQuest 2 is the best rating game I've ever played. I'll probably just eat that carrot. Alright, now we gotta head over to the iron farm, because I'm gonna need a ton of iron for this. And, so, yeah, I've been playing it again. I really don't remember what any of the things are, though. And, but we don't have a jeweler anyways, and so I was leveling a jeweler. My guy was level 36, I think, so, my guy already was a jeweler, but he was a little bit behind, and so I went ahead and leveled him up so that, he could make spells for my guy. And that kept me up to like 6 in the morning the other night. Alright, so we need to get iron because I am going to need a bunch of hoppers for this. Now, I haven't looked lately if there's a better way to do this. I know how to do it. And so we'll just go with how I know how to do it. It's going to be ugly, but it's going to stop me hopefully looking for stuff. I have a lot of chests, so I don't know how much of that wood that I chopped up I'm actually going to need, because I'll be slowly breaking down all my chests and moving them. Let's see, where is the iron farm? I know it's right here somewhere. Is it back up there? It's back up here, isn't it? I know it is. It's over here. Wrong way. But it should help things out a lot better. I'm tired of trying to hunt down, look for stuff. If I had my old system, you know, then it would have been better. But of course, if I had my old system, then I would just have all my stuff, and I wouldn't have to keep constantly being looking for stuff. That really hurt, losing the old system. My fault, though. Totally my fault. Appears to be a hole. I don't even know how this thing works. I didn't build this. Iron, 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 iron. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Okay, I'm probably not going to need this much iron, I hope. But if I do, that's all double chests full of iron all the way down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Over 7 double chests full of iron are stored in this system. It's shut off now. I've told that story the last time I was here. These are all based on other people's builds, so I'm not sure whereabouts this is even at, to be honest. I don't know. All I know is that I can go there to get iron, at least for a little while yet. Yeah. It used to be that used to be spawn point. I set the spawn point there so it would work. And it does something weird with how occasionally the golems will spawn with a rose, and there's something about as long as the roses are passing through the portal, it keeps all the chunks loaded at spawn, and so it would stay running even when no one was on, or maybe it just stays running while people are on. I don't know how it worked. And it's some kind of chunk loader system, but it caused the server just to get so unstable. And even when it was shut off, it just, whatever it was doing caused I couldn't even barely move when I was in the game, and I had to go over there and well, no, I moved the spawn chunk, which of course is why my poor house died, because multiple times, since I can't remember not to load up the wrong version of Minecraft with this world. Yeah. Hey, piggy. I saw that we're on a new version of Minecraft this week. Updated to 1.8.6 and 1.8.5. I think might have been earlier in the week or last week. So they're still doing some. It's nice to see some patches coming in again, getting some little bug fixes in. I'm all for that. Nice to see things moving. Alright, I'm going to take this spot right here, and this is going to be... I don't have any supplies on me to even start. This is going to be where we start. The plan is going to be, there will be a chest a double chest, probably. Speaking of chests, where did I put that chest? And I will throw my stuff into that chest. And then I need a chest to get started here, so it'll probably work its way down, and I'll just have to have a stairway that goes underground. And we'll just put an inventory system in right here that goes down under the ground. Back off. It's alright, it'll be nice. It'll be nice. Alright, and then you can hold all this iron. Hey! I am trying to use a chest here, buddy. Oh, and then you gotta go and set me on fire? Thanks. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it here, and we will work on that next time. So click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.